Westfield Memorial Hospital provides high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Chautauqua Sunrise is made possible by a grant from Fredonia Place, a continuing care retirement community providing dignity in a modern luxury environment. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie. Funding for Chautauqua Sunrise is provided in part by the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency, with offices in Jamestown, Dunkirk, and Westfield, helping businesses to prosper throughout Chautauqua County. From supporting people with disabilities to enjoy great lives, to providing health care services that are available to anyone, the Resource Center has been improving our county for more than 60 years. Learn more about how the Resource Center makes a positive difference in people's lives. From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Chautauqua. We are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week from 9 to 10 a.m. Send events via email or call us live. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And now, from the Access Chautauqua Studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
Who was it? Where'd he come from? No? Well, good morning, everybody, and good afternoon. Around the world, wherever you may be. I guess we have an uninvited guest here today. Hey, it's that Halloween season. You never know what's going to happen here at the studio, as you can get my bobblehead going here. Welcome to Chautauqua Sunrise. I'm Doc Hamels, and this is the Halloween edition of Chautauqua Sunrise. Hey, everybody. I hope you're having a great weekend. It's now 4 Saturdays in a row of rain. How is that possible? I guess eventually it'll stop and the grapes will be harvested and then we'll get some sunshine again of some sort. But I guess that's to be expected. At least it's better than the stuff you got to plow. Want to say good afternoon for those of you that are listening to us on WRFA 107.9, Low Power to the People in Jamestown, Tuesdays at 1 o'clock. Thanks for checking in with us. We got a great show in store for you and lots of information about some really cool things that are happening in this part of the county, especially in the Westfield area. If you're interested in the arts and music and studio production and all kinds of stuff, we're going to tell you about some really good things that are happening right in our hometown here. Remind you also that this is a live call-in show. And if you want to ask a question, make a comment. If you want to say, hey, happy anniversary to somebody, happy birthday, whatever, do a shout out, 716-753-5225. Someone will answer the phone. They aren't too scary, I don't think. They will. Yeah, I got the scary guy on camera today. Anyways, if you don't want to talk live on the air, I get it. Just leave the information with the person that answers the phone. They'll write it down. They'll get it to me here in the studio. I'll be happy to do that. As you know, we do the announcements every week, and people send me stuff, and we share it with you. That's what we're all about here. Hope you're enjoying, on the nice days anyways, the fall colors. I was coming over the hill into Mayville today, and it was like shockingly beautiful. There was one stretch of trees just past the school on the right side there, if the sun was shining, they would be just vibrant. They would be shaking. The colors are just beautiful, and just in the hills. And it just reminds me of all the reasons why we love living here in Chautauqua County. It's just absolutely gorgeous this time of year. And if you come out towards Ripley, Silver Creek, Westfield, Northeast Pennsylvania, wherever along that stretch, a nice warm fall night, you can smell those grapes. That's just wonderful. Okay, I mentioned Halloween, and as far as I know, thanks for the reminder. If you didn't catch that, there was a leaf on some white stuff. I don't know, was that cotton? No, it's the cold, wet stuff, right? Yeah. Well, that's a good reminder, folks. A lot of times you see the pictures behind me and behind my guest, and they are all taken by our guys here in the studio, Jeff and Randy, and we even get Galen and Chris in there involved. I don't know, does Justin take any pictures? So we'll catch them in a little bit. What was I talking about? Halloween is coming up tomorrow, and most places the trick-or-treating is from 6 to 8, somewhere in that range there. Please, 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 if you're out driving around, Mayville's is tonight, Ripley's is tomorrow night. So you got to check the papers, or you got to check with your town clerk or whatever to find out when the trick-or-treating hours are, because it does vary. But anyways, be careful. The kids are all dressed up in their black ghoulish outfits, and they're running around being silly, and sometimes they step out in front of us. So let's be careful of that. And if you are taking the kids out, give them flashlights, give them reflective material on their clothes or something like that. And, kind of keep tabs on the kids, okay? A lot of places are having indoor activities, which is cool, but there's still a number of people that like to go out with the kids and go trick-or-treating, and the kids really look forward to it. Tomorrow night, my wife and all her friends will be out on the porch handing out candy. My brother and I will be warm watching football. Okay. Tuesday is vote day. Let's get out there, folks, and celebrate the fact that we have the right to vote, and we have a number of local elections. We've got some county elections. So, if you don't vote, then you certainly don't have any right to complain about anything. So please exercise your vote. I'll be out voting in Ripley, and there was a whole listing in the paper a day or two ago, and of all the different races in the county. So check it out. Okay. I think I've covered everything I want to cover. Okay, so let's get to some of the announcements, and then we'll get to my guests who are anxiously awaiting to come on. All right. This is coming out of Jamestown. The City of Jamestown is excited to announce a partnership with Collaborative Children's Solution, CCS, to organize the annual Jamestown Holiday Parade. More information will be forthcoming in the coming weeks on a date, time, and in process for the parade. Businesses or organizations, the light is weird, that are interested in supporting or being in the parade should contact Patrick Smeraldo at 499-4065, or you can go to ccsolutions716@gmail.com. Again, it's 499-4065. It's really heartening to realize that the county and the various towns are starting to open up now a little bit more since we got beat up last year with COVID. So it's nice to see things are happening. But still, remember, be safe. Get your booster shots. Get your original shots. Do whatever it takes. Wear your mask. Be careful. Some other things are going on today. Let's see. Walk for Paws. That's like in a dog's paw, from noon to 4 p.m. So after you watch the show today, you can go to the Chautauqua Mall over on Fairmount Avenue in Lakewood. This annual fundraiser for the Chautauqua County Humane Society kicks off with a pet parade and costume contest. I wonder what I should dress Brody up into. A burglar, probably. Did he just move?
I think he was on the other side.
Let's go. All right. Guests can bring along their well-behaved dog on a leash and walk. They can also stop by Halloween storefront donated by the Chautauqua Mall to meet some of the animals available for their adoption. For more information, you can call 763-9355. 855. And that's the Walk for Paws today from noon to 4 at the mall. Then there's another one coming up today and tomorrow, trick or treat for grown-ups in Saturday. I don't know what this is. From 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. on Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Liberty Vineyards and Winery. Now, hang on a minute. Hang on. Let me read this again. Saturday from 10. Yeah. Oh, it's two words. So it's ups. Grown ups. That's ups on is one word here. Every Saturday morning is the same thing for me. Trick or treat for grown-ups on Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at Liberty Vineyards and Winery over Route 20 in Sheridan, New York. Enjoy holiday candy to pair with your wine tasting. Oh, this is definitely grown-up stuff. Tastings will be available inside at the tasting bar or can be enjoyed outside in the pavilion. Costumes are welcome but not required. If you wear a costume, Randy, please ensure it is family-friendly and your face is visible so IDs can be checked as necessary. That's a challenge. Groups of 6 or more must call ahead of time for reservations. So if you're interested, give them a call at 672-4520. That's at Liberty Vineyards. They're having trick or treat for grown-ups. I'm going to circle this word so y'all can see what I just read. It was upson. Okay. We have something we're going to shoot up there in a second, and I'm going to tell you about it. And that is, this is the last stretch that we're going to mention, that it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And we have a slide 15, I believe, on that, Jeff. And I just want to remind everybody, whether you go to somewhere in Jamestown, you go to the Chautauqua Center, go to Westfield Memorial Hospital, WCA, up to Brooks, TLC, wherever, please, 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 if you're scheduled to go on your rotation, I guess you'd call it, to get your mammogram, get it done. I know you don't do it necessarily every year, but whatever it is, stay in timing. If you have any concerns with your own human body, get it checked out. And men, I reminded you as well, we are susceptible to breast cancer as well. So if you have a concern, please check it out. And at Westfield Memorial Hospital, my Rotary Club donated models of the human breast that have in the breast inserted little things that are like lumps that you can actually feel what it feels like. So if you are interested, I'm sure they'll be happy to bring them out so that you can see what it is that you're looking for, because sometimes it's just fatty tissue or it's whatever, but don't hesitate, don't wait, okay? Thank you, Jeff, for bringing that up. All right, now, on to the next. The County Health Department is hosting free rabies clinic. Chautauqua County Department of Health and the City of Jamestown will host a free rabies vaccination clinic at the Taylor Training Grounds at 240 Harrison Street, Jamestown, New York, Saturday, November 6th, that's next week, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Face masks are required for all attending the clinic. Each animal must be pre-registered to receive a vaccination. Animals can be pre-registered the day of. Vaccinations will be provided free of charge to all dogs, cats, and domesticated ferrets, 3 months of age and older. I didn't know you vaccinated ferrets, did you? To register, please call the Jamestown City Clerk's office at 483-7613, 483-7613, or the County Health Department at 753-4567. I'd like to have that number, 753-4567. Okay, then we got this thing coming up here in Westfield in something called the Harvest Moon 2021. Look at that, isn't that cool? And we're going to be talking more about that on the show here shortly. November 19th and 20th, 7 p.m. in the sanctuary of the Presbyterian Church in Westfield. As I always say, it's across from the library. Masks and vaccinations are required. And that's being sponsored by the Lakeshore Center for the Arts right there. And tickets are $25 at the door. We're going to talk more about that shortly. Okay, moving along. Movies at the Reg. Somehow we've been getting lots of cool PSAs and things like this and announcements about the Reg. And redemption is the long game in Paul Schrader's The Card Counter told with Schrader's trademark cinematic intensity. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. I can tell this already. They put these words in here that I can barely pronounce. The revenge thriller tells the story of an ex-military interrogator turned gambler haunted by the ghosts of his past decisions and features riveting performances from stars Oscar Isaac, Tiffany Haddish, Ty Sheridan, and William Dafoe. The car counter is rated R and 112 minutes long. Upcoming screenings include the music documentary The Velvet Underground on November 10 at 7 p.m. and the Marvel Studios adventure Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings on November 13th. Tickets are only $7 with an additional $1 theater restoration fee added. Seems fair. They may be purchased 12 to 5 p.m. Monday and Friday and 12 to 8 p.m. on Wednesdays. You can give them a call at 484-7070. And you can go online and so on. And that's going to be at the Reg Lenny Center right there on 3rd Street. Okay, this is just in from Ripley, New York, my hometown, the Ripley Christmas Lighting Contest. Sign up to be in the Ripley Christmas Lighting Contest by stopping by Coffee on Main and see Joanne or call Sheila at 736-6078. Sign-ups from November 1 to November 22. Light Up the Night for Houses is December 1. Judging is December 12 by judges. People's Choice judging will run December 1 through the 11th. Categories will be traditional, non-traditional, religious, judge's choice, and people's choice. People's choice votes will be at the Ripley Public Library. Ballots will have you write the address of the house you like on the form. Voting will be from December 1 through December 11th. A map will be posted on Facebook, and paper ones will be available at the Coffee on Main and the library. Sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it? So dig out those Christmas lights and get them tested now, because I will guarantee one of those lights will be out, and you don't have a replacement. Okay, then we have Christmas in the Village in Westfield. They will not be left behind. Let There Be Light Parade. Prizes for the best entry sponsored by Grace and Abe's over on Portage. First place is $500, second is $250, and $150 for third. There's a form up there on the screen. It looks pretty simple to do. You just put the name of your entry, the contact person, your email and phone, and get it over to them. Let's see. Requirements: entries must have lights. Judging will be based on theme, lights, message, size, and uniqueness. Handouts encouraged. Walkers welcome. Okay, so there's your form, and someone I know personally will be the announcer. I'll be there. Where do they get the forms? I don't. Hang on a second. For more information. All right, so for more information, give Marilyn Hemmer a call at 753-6042. And do we know at some of the shops? You can go online too. Hang on a second. I'm trying to see if there's a website there. Well, they're going to be in here on the show pretty soon, I think in a week or two, so we'll talk more about that. But anyways, I'm sure some of the local establishments have those, especially Grace and Abe's. Okay? So, let's see. Yep, that's all I have at the moment. All right, on that. So we're going to take a little PSA, public service announcement, and we'll be right back, so stay tuned. This is for you. What the heck is going on here?
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. I thought this ventriloquist doll was something that I bought from my mother, but it seems to be taking on a life of his own over here. I don't know what's going on. All right. Well, my pleasure right now to welcome back to the show. I want to say my good friend. A good friend always treats you well.
Go ahead and say.
Guy,
Go ahead
every
and say
time I
your
say
good
something
friend.
nice about
say
him,
good friend.
he says, "My good friend." And what are you doing next week? Can you do this? Can you do that?
Does everybody have that friend that comes up to you and says, "It's so good to see you. Hey, can you?"
Exactly what happens. I get these text messages out of nowhere. What are you doing next week? My very good friend Rick Mascaro, and he's brought along somebody special, Tina Rausa. Did I say that right?
You did.
All right. See, I write things phonetically. My announcements, they come in out of nowhere, and we never know quite how to say some of the things. Anyways, you got some really cool things going on, and you and I have talked about, gosh.
Wait a minute.
What?
I haven't been on this show in like a year.
Well, that's because...
Randy, how long has it been since I've been on here?
Like yesterday.
It's been, it's about, I'm glad you called because my feelings were getting really hurt. Really hurt.
All right, let me ask the question now. You opened the door. How many productions did you do last year?
Oh, so I have to be doing a production to be your friend on here?
You had to be doing
That's
something
okay.
interesting.
I understand how
something
this works.
Of interest.
I understand how this works now. Okay.
This is a self-serving show.
Quid pro quo. Is that
Quid pro quo,
yes,
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, my God. Right. Justin, who's usually my cameraman, said to me, of all the people that I wanted to be here for, I can't be here because I really wanted to be here to see Rick. You light the studio up, man.
Something wrong with him. He's a nice kid, but there's something wrong with him.
No, he did. He said that to me. I didn't make that one up.
I like those guys. They're a good
We
duo.
have a lot of time,
Yeah,
a lot of fun.
good. They're good.
And Tina, I don't know if you know this, but Rick and I, we moderated the Mayville Parade a couple years together.
We haven't done it for 2 years now.
I know. Well, the pandemic just really wiped things out. But we're going to do the Westfield Parade.
No, you are going to do the Westfield
you're not going to be
Parade.
there?
No, I have stuff to do. I have stuff to do at the theater.
Oh.
Yeah.
At the theater. What's that got to do with the parade?
Well, it's the same day as the other thing we're going to talk about.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You guys got me busy that day, don't you?
And we have to build a set and put up tech and do all that stuff in like a day.
So nothing new.
Yeah. Same old, same old.
All right. So let's get Tina involved with the conversation here.
I'm fine. This is fascinating.
No. We could do this all day, but we won't say anything of any importance. Tina, tell us a little about yourself and how you got involved with this crazy man.
Well, I'm attracted to crazy men, first of all. I was delighted to be invited to join in on the activities at the Lakeshore Center for the Arts because of the wonderful work that they've done, the amazing facility that they have. It's really impressive. And I have an extensive background in theater.
Like what?
And also, well, I've worked in Buffalo as a professional actress for 40 years.
So we got a real actress working
Well,
with us.
a real actress.
Professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of productions were you in, like at Shays and things like that?
No, I did work at 710, well, Shays at 710, I've worked there, and I worked predominantly for Road Less Traveled Productions and for Jewish Repertory Theater, which is, I consider that one of my home theaters.
Okay.
But I've worked in every theater in Buffalo.
So what was the biggest production you were in? However you want to...
Biggest. Well, actually, the biggest thing I did was I performed in the Belle of Amherst at Chautauqua Institution in the amphitheater. So that was probably the most thrilling experience as far as, audience. But other than that, I've just done a lot. Let's say I've done a lot of one-woman shows. I'm known for my one-woman shows, which just kind of happened.
Who did you depict?
I depicted Golda Meir, Golda's
my
Balcony,
gosh.
in the, Maria Callas in, what's it called?
Don't ask me.
I'll come up with that. Maria Callas in her
Saturday mornings are
play.
tough, aren't they? See,
Yeah,
people
they
laugh
are.
at me all the time.
It's called Masterclass.
Okay.
And so I played.
See what I
Maria
did there?
Callas
I gave
in
you a
that.
little-
Thank you.
I
I
gave you a little
needed
break
a minute. I wasn't sure.
I never leave my guests hanging. I always put something in there for you.
Yeah. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not. I'm happy with my past. I guess proud of my past, but I don't think about it too much. So I did Maria Callas, and I played Amelia Earhart.
Oh, that would have been interesting.
Yeah, those weren't woman
Historical
woman
ones.
shows, but yep. And a woman named Rose, which is a fictional character who
Mm-hmm.
survived the Holocaust. And I did that at Jewish Rep, and we did that twice.
Mhm.
Oh, I've also played Lillian Hellman. So I've been able to play a lot of historical characters, which has been an education.
Wow.
Because a lot of people, whatever they know, they learned in kindergarten. I learned it in the theater.
Oh, good.
So,
That's exciting to have
yeah.
you here. Rick, here's another story. I don't think I ever told you this. Maybe I did. I don't remember. But I was in a big production once.
Oh, hold on. Oh, were you, Doc?
Your timing is a little off today.
Oh, okay. Tell me about it.
I was a singer in the Mikado.
I know this story.
Oh, did I tell
Go
you that
ahead.
one? Oh,
Yeah.
this is-
I know this. Go
Oh
ahead.
my God! They
I don't know
Yeah,
it.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
They took out our eyebrows and they
Yeah.
painted eyebrows up here, and I was wearing a kimono and had to do this fan thing, and we were the gentlemen of Japan.
Yeah.
I was singing bass.
Mama sang tenor. Yeah.
So, and then I don't know. Rick's dragged me into all kinds of things. Every time I turn around, I'm doing something, but it's been fun. Absolutely fun.
Hey, Doc, what do you do in November? Yeah.
That's usually how it starts. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Lakeshore Center for the Arts. So for people,
Wait a minute. I want
What?
to preface what I want to add on to what she
Oh,
said.
little
My
addendum.
sister Joan, who I love dearly, and we go see a lot of plays together. First time I ran across Tina was at the Jewish Repertory Theater when she was doing Rose, and Joni and I went. It was a 2-hour show, all by herself, on stage, 2 hours worth of lines. I can't remember, at this point in my life, I would have to.
I can affirm that.
I'd cry.
we were in a play together. He was directing it in that Shel Silver's thing. He changed the lyrics, the lines, and we're all looking at each other like, now what do we do?
No, that's telling a tale out of school.
But
No, it was on stage.
but Tina is fabulous. The first time I saw her, I went, "Oh my God!" Never did I think that she would be president of our organization.
Wow.
Oh, I'm
So,
thrilled. I'm
we
absolutely
are-
thrilled to be
We are
brought on.
thrilled.
So, elevator speech. What is Lakeshore Center for the Arts? Either one of you.
Is this for me? For both of us?
I'll
No, I
both of
think
you answer it.
Rick is the expert in that.
All right. Well, as you know, this started a long time ago as Juicebox Theater, which was a competitive one-act organization that did competitive one-acts and that sort of thing. Approximately 10 years, well, not that long ago, approximately 8 years ago, we did Elemosinary, which was our first play that we did as Lakeshore Center for the Arts. And that was a traveling bunch of thespians that went from bar to church to wherever and did presentations throughout, which turned into, we started doing Shel Silverstein stuff, which we have to do some more Shel Silverstein.
Oh my gosh.
Have you ever done
Oh, I
any-
love yes. Give me a
There
treat.
was six.
Yeah.
There was 6 of us that did.
Oh, and some raunchy stuff too. Yeah.
I refused to do a couple of lines in Shel Silver's thing.
Yeah.
There was a couple of just we're not doing it. But it was fun, and we got to ad lib a little bit. I was playing with Rick. Rick was awesome.
Well,
Him and Libby had this great scene. Is that a pony?
is that a pony? Do you know the pony skit?
No, I don't know the
Oh
pony
my
skit.
God,
I'll
we
show you
would
the pony
laugh
skit
and
sometime.
laugh.
That's a good one. Anyway, we were on the road for a long time, and then we started looking for a home, and we ran into the Presbyterian. I looked at the Presbyterian Church. Simply, we went in there and did stuff in the sanctuary, plays, and that sort of thing. And their whole upstairs in their annex building was empty and dirty and full of cobwebs and doing nothing. So we went up there and looked at it and started working on that. And long story short, today it's a fabulous fine arts center. It really is. Chautauqua County can be proud of what we have up there. We have an art gallery, we have a theater, we have a recital hall. I'm reading off my notes here, please.
That's all right.
We have the Innovation Studio, which is a studio that works off the Adobe Creator System and is much akin to what you do here, that sort of thing. We have the Lorna Penny Suite and Conference Center, and we have a new scenery workshop all upstairs. So we've taken over the whole top floor and raised a lot of money and invested it. And although we've been down with COVID for over a year now, we got done the Innovation Studio, the Learn a Penny Suite, and the Scenery Workshop while we were closed up with the bug. So,
The bug.
yeah.
Did you say Lorna Penny?
Learn a Penny.
Well, I'm not familiar with that.
You're not learning, you don't know Learn a Penny?
Oh, Miss
Are you
Penny.
being serious, or are you asking an interview question? Which was
Both.
that?
Both. I'm
Oh.
not familiar.
Lorna Penny was an English teacher at Fredonia High School and was also a housemate with my sister, who supported us greatly and always gave us lots of money and lots of time. And sadly, she passed away rather recently, and her nephews left enough money to do this room for us. So we have named the room after her and in honor of her.
And so, what's in the suite?
There's a 14-seat conference table. There's a whole library. We have a brand new chestnut or walnut? Walnut bookshelf that Rick Matthews made, which is gorgeous.
Oh, stunning.
I donated all my script collection for the last 100 years to that, so we have a whole wall full of
Oh,
scripts.
that's
in there.
important. That's good.
Yeah, and a couple of recliners. We have 2 makeup tables and all kind of nice. That's beautiful, really is.
Very nice.
You need to come see
I
it.
didn't grow up in Chautauqua County, so I wasn't familiar with
You
it.
never grew up at all. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Doc. Anyway.
See, this is how it starts.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Oh my gosh, Fester. I mean, okay, so now is this for the public to use? So what?
This is for the public to use, i.e. through membership.
Okay.
We are looking for members. It costs a measly $35 for a year membership for individuals, $50 for a couple. There are business memberships that I don't know off the top of my head, but a number of different things that way. Certainly in our productions, you don't have to be a member to come to productions, but we have all of our productions available too. And as I said, we have been in the dark for about a
I know where that's going. Okay.
Randy? we have not been presenting
I have missed you so much.
any plays or productions
It's
for a
called
while.
dark.
Yes,
Peter has been
we've
dark.
been dark.
God darn.
Gotta pay the electric.
You got to pay the electric. Anyway, we are back at it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Exciting.
we are open soon with a new production, and we have 3 other productions behind that on tap. and,
Okay. So
all
what does
kind of good
$35 get somebody? So they pay their $35.
well,
What's the membership get you?
it gets you, well, first it gets you support of the arts in Chautauqua County, which I think is an amazing thing. It also gets you entry into the Innovation Studio and access to all of that material in there. And not to spend too much time on Innovation Studio, but Innovation Studio, if you're a photographer or a videographer, you could do anything in there. It gives you all the facilities that you have in a big city production facility. So Jackie Phillips, who started that movement and has done most of the fundraising for it, grant writing, has been very important in putting that together and is kind of the lead character in that. But you get that, you get free access to the gallery, you get the ability to come, you come to our productions and that sort of thing. So, yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
You know, not because you're here, but I say this quite often with Rick, in all sincerity.
Can you say-
Chautauqua,
Can you say it here?
I can say it here.
Okay.
Chautauqua County is not a very big county, but the amount of talent that has come out of this county, whether it's theater, music, art, dance, whatever it is, it's incredible. It truly is incredible. And I grew up in Buffalo, and I mean, there's a lot going on up there, but compare it, on scale, Chautauqua is like huge.
Yeah.
Well, years ago, the Arts Council I think it came through the Arts Council, did a survey of citizens. And I think the upshot that I got out of the survey, because I was involved in the organization at that time, was that there are a lot of artists in each, in whatever media, that have come to Chautauqua County because it's a great place to live. The cost of living is, you can't beat it. In relationship to blue-collar workers, as we used to say, that there's a huge amount of artists here that support the arts, which makes it a very rich county in that way. It's incredible.
We talk about this quite often. I'm a musician, and to realize how many active musicians are still in Chautauqua County of all ages. I mean, from little people that are just cutting their teeth to guys like me that have been around forever, and even older. I mean, older yet. They wheel them in, but they're older. People are still active at their craft. Yeah. And that says a lot. And same with theater. I mean, people are still active.
We found that our most active membership are people that have moved back to Westfield, retired, and have come back to Westfield that were teachers, instructors, artists, etc., that now want to give back to their community the same things their community gave to them when they grew up here, i.e. me, for instance, which is why I'm still here.
Right.
I think Westfield is a unique community as well. I worked there for years as well, in that the citizenry is very supportive of any activity that happens. So I find it an extremely supportive, bright, active community, and that's one of the very attractive things to me about the Lakeshore Center for the Arts as well, even though we would like it to be for the whole county, of course. Right. But it's a great community to have such a facility in.
Rick, since the pandemic, again, I'm not sure if I've told you this, but I'm the town historian in Ripley now. And I've come across a number of photos and articles about the traveling minstrel shows they had in Ripley.
Oh, yeah.
And I've always known that there were a lot of musicians in my own hometown, but not realizing that going back probably to the late 1800s, early teens, 20s and 30s and that. But Ripley had its own theater, live stuff. Westfield did the same thing. Yeah. This whole corridor was really into productions and things like that. Yeah. So rich. And so people might think this is a recent phenomenon. No, it's been part of our culture for over 100 years.
Right. Right.
Rick, what do you get out of the arts? I mean, you're so involved. You've been in all your life. So what do you get out of it?
Well, I've been in it all my life. I get my life. I get satisfaction. I get love. I get accolades, if you need those. I get
pats on the back.
I guess most of all, I get the feeling of worthwhile accomplishment. It makes you feel good inside to know that you've helped make the community a better place, a more beautiful place.
Same question, Tim. What do you get out of it? I mean, to do a 2-hour, one-woman show, I mean, that's a lot of work.
Yes. What I get out of it, though, is the skill set that I also manage the craft show that happens at Chautauqua every year. I get out of it learning, but I'm really getting out of the skill set that I've acquired in the last 40 years of being in the arts. And I am particularly excited about being able to share that with Lakeshore Center for the Arts, a group of people who have accomplished a tremendous amount in the community. And so that's what I get out of it at this point, is knowing that I have a skill set. And plus, it's always given me purpose. I've wanted to be an actor since I was 10. I don't know where that came from, and I don't know why. But it's just something, it's in your blood.
So basically, I think we all get to a certain point where it's time to give back. So you mentor, to share, like you said, your skill set, I've got this stuff, I want to give it to you.
Yeah, and that sounds really generous to give back, but to me, it turns me on.
Yeah.
I love to be doing it, so it's certainly self-serving, although I'm very happy if the community can benefit.
It sounds like I'm patting myself on the back, but I'm not.
I'll do it.
My intent when I came back here was to do something that I had planned to do since when I lived here, was to go out and do whatever I could and then to come back. I left when I was 18 and did a lot of theater, regional theater and community theater and college theater and all kind of stuff, and wanted to bring that back home.
Well, regarding, I do want to regard community theater. It's been missing in this county
Right.
for a long time. Jamestown's doing a pretty good job of it,
Right.
keeping it alive. But there used to be the DNF players. I don't know, Westfield probably had a group as well.
Oh, they sure did.
And so yes, I'm now remembering.
Lakeshore, yeah.
Right. So I'm really excited about the resurgence
Right.
of community theater, and the talent that we have in this
pretty
community
incredible.
is incredible. Musicians, actors.
Yep, everybody.
Lakeshore
Musical
Little
performance.
Theater in Westfield gave me my start in real. I mean, I did school stuff, but I became a pro when I was working with Lakeshore.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Hold that
amazing.
thought. We have a
Theater in
call.
Westfield.
Good morning, caller.
Oh, when I was working with Lakeshore. Hold that thought. We have a call. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. How are you?
I think I'm okay. Good morning. We were having a little crazy sounds in the background there.
That was you. I had you on speaker. I just
Oh,
muted
okay. Yeah, it was a
Loop.
feedback loop from the TV show. Okay.
you. Yeah.
Good morning. How are
Anyway,
you?
this is Sue Poster, and I am also a member of the board of Lakeshore Center for the Arts, and I wanted to thank Tina for coming on board and welcome her to our organization. You guys are doing a great job.
Sue, thank you so much. I feel very welcomed and humbled. I'm the new kid on the block, and I'm really appreciate your vote of confidence.
Well, we're looking for you for some great things. You bring a
Uh-oh.
lot to our organization, and we're going to really make an impact on our area here. So,
Good.
thank you.
Now
And
I'm
thank you,
nervous.
Rick, for all that you've done for our community.
Yeah.
Mr. Humble Pie here.
Hey, Sue, by the way, is our new vice president for this year. So Tina and Sue come as a match set now.
Okay,
Yeah.
super. Well, Sue, you're coming on the air a couple weeks. We're going to be talking about
Yes.
things. So look forward to
Yeah,
that.
we'll talk more about Christmas in the Village and Harvest Moon, too.
You know, a question
That's
came
fine.
up on the air while I was on the air, Sue. How do people get that form? I'm glad you called in to sign up for
Well-
the parade.
That form is available at Easton Hall, and anybody that wants to call me, I can send them one via email. I've been posting it on all the social media platforms, and hopefully our local newspapers will also print it for us.
Okay, because that was one little piece that was lacking on the form. We weren't sure how to
Right.
get the form, so thank you. Can they get it at
Yeah.
Grace and Abe's as well?
Yes, we'll make sure that they're there.
Okay,
I'll run
'cause-
them over this afternoon.
Seems that I announced it. Okay, anything else?
Nope, that's it. I just wanted to say good morning and welcome to Tina.
All right.
Oh, thanks, Sue.
Thanks, Sue, for calling in. Take care.
Thanks. Have a great day.
Okay, Harvest Moon 2021. This is a sequel now. This is a third in the sequel.
Yeah, it's the third one. I don't know. Yeah, it is. Harvest Moon has kind of been a project of mine for a long time. I don't want to go too long on this, but I find history and historical figures of Westfield in any town important, and they just fade away and die after a while, and nobody ever thinks about them again. We restore buildings and we restore all kind of things, but we never restore people back to a presentable form. And that's the purpose of Harvest Moon, is to let people remember who was here, what they did, what they sounded like, what they believed in a fashion that's entertaining and informative. And Harvest Moon this year features 7 characters. You'll be glad to know. Doc's going, thank God, because the last one I think we did like, what, 13?
Oh, there was a
characters or
lot of
something
us.
like
there
that.
was a lot. I
Everybody
think
said-
it was even more than that. I
said,
think it was
Rick,
more like
that was nice, but it's way too long.
we were there. Some people, they were like, their legs were getting numb.
So I think we'll probably be about 80 minutes. I think we'll be 80 to maybe 90 minutes.
So why the title Harvest Moon?
It's the time of harvest, and we're talking about Westfield's finest that have been harvested through the years that are coming back to
So it's
represent
sort of like
who they were.
it's kind of the Halloween theme, kind of those spirits.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah.
It's not really a spook show or anything like that.
Okay.
It's just really a rebirth of personalities just to share with the community what they were and what they did.
Well, I portrayed Shelley Green last year,
You did.
and
You look you look more and more like Shelley Green now that you're getting, you know, your hair's getting, you know.
thank you. It was an interesting. You play parts, you sing songs from other people, but to stand up there and to get into his shoes, so to speak, was humbling. To talk about what he had done in his life and whatever I spoke about, it was an interesting phenomena for me, and especially the way you had it lit up, and we were spirits, and how we left, and it was very ethereal.
Yeah.
It was very moving.
Yeah.
So what's the theme this year?
Well,
Last year we did a lot. The second half was
the second half was World War II.
honoring the World War II veterans.
Yeah,
That was still
and I
in the
wanted
area.
I wanted to continue with World War II a little bit. It's one act this year. I'm not doing two acts simply because I'm trying to pare it down, which is hard for me, as you know. I'm trying to pare it down to fit a certain time. This year I have two World War II participants that are taking part with us in regular community. I'll tell you, Joe Ricketts, who used to own Ricketts Market, you know Joe.
I knew Joe.
You know Joe.
He had the deepest voice.
If you were from Westfield from the 1960s, you knew Joe Ricketts. He's being portrayed. Elaine Phillips, who was very, very active. If we have a theatrical person that needs to be recognized, it's Elaine Phillips. Elaine Phillips was very, very active in local theater. Grace Bedell will be performed.
Little Grace from the Abraham Lincoln era.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Carrie Twing will be represented. If you don't know Carrie Twing, she's a very interesting, fabulous woman from the late 1800s who was a feminist, a spiritualist, a lecturer, a teacher. And I don't know how she got out of Westfield alive during that time period, but she was just an amazing lady. Somebody you know, well, you kind of know, Vincent Powers will be there.
Yeah, that was Reed Powers' ancestor. He was a horse racer.
Right. He will be there. Ree Evans, who was a nurse during World War II and also a good friend of my family, will be there. And Hiller Mitten, who was another war. Ree Evans was a nurse during World War II. And Hiller Mitten was, I've read so much stuff about Hiller that I don't cry very often, but when I read his stuff and the things that happened to him and the things he did, it's one of those guys that punch you in the gut. And I don't want you to think that this is a sad and morose thing. It's not. We have a lot of laughs, we have a lot of fun times, but we also have a lot of heavy impact stuff too. So, and Hiller's one of those that we end up with.
You're honoring people in a way.
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
But also, I also want to select people which we've done in the past that aren't famous. They're just a slice of life from Westfield, New York, and Westfield's past.
There's often said that we build on the shoulders of those that came before us. And we forget about those guys and gals, women and men, that, maybe we're just the fabric, but they made a difference, but in a subtle way. So that's really good. So when's it going to take place and how much again?
Okay, well, it's November 19th and 20th, which is Friday and Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It's 7 p.m. It's not in our theater. It's in the sanctuary of the Presbyterian Church because it's full of stars and shooting stars and lights, and it's in the sanctuary. So we have a large space to work with. And enter through the front door of the church to come in. We have a lot of seats, so we're not selling pre-sale tickets. It's just easier to sell them at the door, and we're going to sell tickets at the door. Tickets are $25. A lot of people have said, Rick, that's a lot of money. You guys have never charged that much before. Well, that's true, but you also have the option. Here's the sales motive in this.
Okay.
You can also get coupons during the weekend that you can bring in for a $10 discount on tickets if you bring something in from the parade or any of the local stores or that sort of thing. You could bring a coupon in to get a discount at the door,
cool.
which you can do too. So we're trying to use it as a promotional device for,
All right, so give me an
Stuff.
example. So if you go out to eat somewhere,
yeah.
they will issue something on their receipt?
We'll have something on, we'll have a paper that they'll have. If they don't have something, bring us a receipt from something that you did. And
From
we'll-
Westfield?
Yep,
Okay.
from Westfield.
Okay. Hey, hold a thought. We got another phone call. Good morning, caller.
Well, good morning. This is Linda Spalding.
Hi, Lynn.
It's so great to see the people from the Lakeshore Theater. I think you have a phenomenal place, and I
Thank you,
have one
Linda.
of your magnets on my refrigerator.
Good.
It's most impressive, and it's so good to see community theater alive in Chautauqua County. So thank you, and thank you for coming on the show this morning.
Thank you.
Linda, what production have you seen by them? Do you remember?
I haven't seen any of your productions because I went there and then something happened. There was a bad snowstorm, and then there was I went in. You had open house. I went to the open house.
Okay.
And then there was a bad snowstorm or something happened. I couldn't make it, and then we had the COVID thing. And so
Well, guess what? You got an opportunity to see the real deal.
yeah,
November
I'm
19 and
looking
20.
forward to it. I'll make sure my deer alerts are on and ready. I'm traveling after dark.
Well, it's not too far from home.
No, it's not too. It's a wonderful thing to go to, and I support the local theaters. I go to the Jamestown Little Theater and that sort of thing, and it's a great thing to do, especially at this time of year.
Well, excellent. All right. Well, thanks for calling.
Hey, Linda, when you come, and I hope you do, stop me and say hello, because I'd like to meet the person behind the voice that I hear every time I'm on this show. So that'd be good.
Well, it's nice to keep mystery, though, isn't it?
Oh,
After all, it is Halloween. No, I certainly will.
Yeah,
I
please
certainly
do.
will.
Please
Yes.
do.
Okay, Linda, are you watching the show right now?
Yes, I watch it every
Is it my
Saturday morning.
imagination, or is this ventriloquist doll moving around? Every time I turn around, it's somewhere else in the studio.
I think he went to the bathroom.
Oh,
Jeez, Rick.
Well,
I'm
That
sitting right
happens.
here in my living room
Okay.
with my two dogs.
I don't hear them this morning. Usually they're yipping or playing the piano or something.
Well, they're not doing it this morning. They just had their breakfast. They had a late breakfast. They're a little tired.
Okay. Well, we hope to see you at the show, okay?
Yes, and happy Halloween, and have a great weekend.
You too. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so I think I asked the question, but I'm not sure you answered it the way I thought you would answer it. What's the theme this year? Last year, we talked a lot about World War II, but I don't think you gave me a theme. Did you?
well, last year, World War II really wasn't the theme. The theme is honoring past residents, and that's
Oh,
the
well, let
theme.
me ask you it this way: is there a time frame, a time era?
No.
Just throughout. It's
Yeah.
like a.
Like Carrie Twing's from the 1800s, or Grace Bedell's from the 1800s, Hiller Minton's recent, all that kind of. Did you know Hiller?
I don't know.
You probably. I bet you did.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
He
know a
got
lot
thrown
of
out of the tap room for riding his horse through.
I played in the tap room once. Did I ever tell you that story?
Did you?
I'll tell you later. It's
Yeah.
a funny story.
You amaze me sometimes that you're playing at the tap room. Wow.
I did back in the 80s.
Yeah.
He played the tap room,
I played the tap room.
Yeah.
I played only the best. Okay.
PBR special.
So, Tina, have they got you in any of the productions yet?
I am going to direct in the spring, so I'm
What are you
excited
gonna
about that. I'm directing Becky's new car,
Okay.
and would love to talk about that
Go for
more.
it.
Even
Yeah.
though I can give a little, and I'm just going to read the
That's fine.
description that Dramatist sent, because it's succinct. It's written by Stephen Dietz. He's a very prolifically produced playwright.
All right.
It says it's as much of a screwball comedy as it is disarmingly thoughtful, a drama about love, fidelity, and second chances. Becky Foster is caught in middle age, middle management, and in a middle marriage, with no prospects for change on the horizon. Then one night, a socially inept and grief-stricken millionaire, played by Charlie Much, excuse me, stumbles into the car dealership where Becky works. Becky is offered nothing short of a new life and the audience is offered a chance to ride shotgun.
Oh boy.
It's got a very interesting twist, and I have an absolutely fabulous cast. Perhaps we can come and talk about that on the show closer to spring.
Yes, you can. When's the production?
It is May 27 through 29, 20 through 22, and May 27 through 29.
Okay, I'll tell you what I'll do is maybe we can bring Jackie back on at that time, and we'll
that'd be
bring you
great.
back on, and
Yeah.
I'll send Rick a couple dates that maybe we can join.
Yeah.
It'd be fun, yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, in the past with productions, we've actually done little snippets. WBFR.
Excuse me.
You could sing your song for us if you want to do that.
What song?
That you're doing for Harvest Moon 2021.
I'm going to do that right now.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Anyways.
Not 3 minutes.
I was giving you your big chance to sing on the show.
I don't need big chances.
Did you ever sing on the show?
Have I on this show?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When?
Bill Ward and I and Amanda Barton. I sung
Nice.
with a couple other people. Yeah. I've done, we got a Christmas special.
I'm just checking to make sure you're not, keeping your guitar playing to yourself.
No. Once in a while, I
right.
do come out and we do something.
All right.
Where was I? So we'll bring Jackie on. We'll do that.
That would be great.
And so on. That sounds good. So Harvest Moon's coming up. We got this production. Any other? You said there's a third production of some sort.
Well, we have a number of productions coming up. We have, oh Lord, help me with titles.
Cemetery Club.
Cemetery Club.
Oh no.
I didn't bring it.
Another
I
dead
knew I
person
should have
thing.
brought the dates for this. I can't remember what the dates are.
Well, what season is it? Is it spring?
It's
summer?
this season. It's going to be, Cemetery Club is this summer.
Okay, summertime.
Summerish
All right,
time.
all right.
And
the
it's
oth-
on the website.
Yeah, the calendar's on the website.
Yep.
And the third one is So Long, Mr. Broadway, which is a play written by John Daly, my buddy John Daly, and
I know John. We've been in productions together.
yeah, that is up, I think, in the summer too. So
Okay.
we need to get some stuff for in between at this point.
And movie night.
We do have movie night. We have movie night every month, and this month coming up is what date is it? The second Tuesday in the month, which is.
I know it's during the week because sometimes I get it on Facebook. I see them.
11th, I think it would be.
Is it?
10th or 11th.
Okay.
And then, yeah.
It's called, the movie is Detour. These are all classic movies. We do very few colorized movies. This is called Detour, and it's about a guy who falls in love with a lady. Of course, isn't that what all movies are about? And
We hope.
he ends up finding a tragic end.
Okay.
Oh, was that a spoiler?
No.
Okay.
Let's go back to Cemetery Club. You piqued my interest. What in the world is the Cemetery Club about?
Go ahead.
Well, from what I recall, it's 3 or 4 women.
3.
3 women
Well,
who
actually 4 women, but 3 featured.
are visiting their husbands' graves in a
okay.
cemetery, and it's what a gentleman comes along, and there you go, a gentleman and 3 women. That's what it's
That's
about.
what they're all about.
They're all about, right? Yeah, it's very funny. It's a very, very lovely play.
Okay.
Lovely play.
Well, we got like a minute left to the show. And
She was going to direct it. I had
Yeah,
I had auditions in Ripley for it, and I didn't get enough people to audition.
When
for
I
it,
had
so.
proposed it to the board, someone else had proposed
Okay,
it, and
hang on.
but I was delighted
November
because I thought,
Hold on, wait. For what? November 16th, yes, is the movie night is 7 p.m.
Okay, great.
November
Hey,
16th.
thanks, Jeff.
yeah.
Okay, we were saying.
Anyway,
Oh, she's still on.
Thanks, Sue.
You can't get Sue off the phone.
can't get rid of Sue.
No.
No, we don't want to get rid of Sue.
Okay.
I was delighted because I thought, oh, we're all on the same page. You know,
Okay,
we're picking
so
similar.
we have like 20 seconds left. So what else you want to say about Harvest Moon? Let's wrap up with that.
Come see it. It's just, I can't explain Harvest Moon to you unless you've been before. It's just a nice experience.
Okay.
It's not heavy duty. It's, you don't have to concentrate a whole lot. It's all presented to you nicely and comfortable to watch, and especially tech-wise, it's fun.
Okay.
too.
Tina, last 2 seconds. What do you want to say?
I'm just very grateful to be a part of this organization. It is a fabulous facility, and they should be very proud of where they've come,
Yeah.
and I hope we continue to grow.
Okay, folks, that's a wrap.
Hey, wait, Doc's gonna sing in Harvest Moon. Doc is gonna
I'm
sing.
going to sing. All right. So, anyways, well, there's my little
Oh,
friend.
look at him.
You look swell there, Rick.
Hey, Doc. Yeah. Are you gonna play, sing a song with?
No, we're not.
Oh, look.
We're gonna.
Oh, no.
We're gonna do this next Saturday, and have a great Halloween, and be safe out there. Bye bye.